All right, let's look at this. There's some crazy clips of this one I've seen. There's some crazy clips of this one. Texas Call Just Go Off by Decoy Voice. We'll look at that. There's some crazy clips in there. 9 minutes. Let's see how many crazy clips there are in there. Of course, this is about Kirk. We'll see. We'll see. Let's look.
College campuses have been making our kids crazy for years now, but finally,
Fun. They do that here in Germany too, right? Colleges, universities. I'm constantly getting fed this, right? I'm a student, right? I'm constantly getting fed this shit. It's crazy work.
Texas is doing something about it, when even the news media wants to pretend it's not happening.
To suggest that the internet is cheering for this.
They were even framing like they were lying about Kirk even in a child news broadcasting show, whatever you want to call it. It has been crazy here. They are lying. They are like, if there's a lying competition right now, Germany might be second after the US.
Is just the opposite, total opposite of what's actually.
Yeah, true. They even say his family, his wife and kids should go next.
Happening.
This girl at Texas Tech went nuts over this guy's "Rest in Peace Charlie Kirk" sign right in front of the police.
Yo, homie dead! Yo, homie dead! He got in the head! Yep, homie dead!
Evil
Get the whale out of here. Get Moby Dick out of here.
is real, people, and it kind of looks like that. Why are you being so hateful?
Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful?
Why are you so hateful? Celebrates death. Ah, yes. Okay.
Why are you so hateful? Yeah.
Hey, can somebody tell her to back up?
Can you
please?
not
She's
put the
being-
camera in my face?
I'm sitting here. You walk.
I mean, I've seen this clip before, right? This is a very popular one. But now I just realize, didn't she just put the camera into his face, like the phone into his face too? This fat fucking whale.
Okay.
You're being aggressive. You're being aggressive.
I'm not being aggressive. My voice
You
is
are
very
being
calm. You're calling me
aggressive.
aggressive because I'm a black woman.
Not at all.
You are.
I know I have a few black men watching me for sure. Guys, I have a question. Is this is this just an outlier? Hopefully not all ladies are like that, because holy fuck. I understand then why you're avoiding, why 75% of you avoid being with them. I'll be real, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. No, I moved his hat. I moved his hat.
Getting arrested shortly after, as a local Fox affiliate reported.
Charged with assault, huh? That's your own fault.
Since the nursing student hit the guy in the head, she was arrested and charged with assault.
Oh, she hit him. Well, she did get arrested for assault, so she did hit him. Crazy.
With the Texas state governor saying she definitely picked the wrong school to taunt Charlie's death.
Interesting. Does that mean that this school is more on aligned with Kirk's side?
And as she was getting arrested, you can just tell she probably has next to zero experience with consequences. Feeling free to gleefully dance and shout about Charlie's death, smacking some stranger's cap, then pleading—
Wait, doesn't Decoy Voice already have a mill? Am I stupid? Wait, you do have a mill. Just recently. Crazy work.
I just moved his hat, as that's 1,000,000% someone that should never be anywhere near the medical field. The scary part being, this wasn't—
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I think there should be checks on there should be psychological— I don't know if that's the case, but if it isn't, there should be psychological checks if you are capable of handling humans on the sympathy level, because something like that is a danger.
an isolated incident, as at Texas State University, these guys were heckling Charlie Kirk supporters.
Charlie
I've seen this clip before as well. I hope this little shit got kicked out of his university or college. I'll be real. I hope this little shit is gone.
Oh, buddy. You're gonna get expelled, dude.
Now, the police escorted this girl away.
Apparently, they were also spitting on people. Apparently, for what I can tell, they were spitting on people.
As the original poster reported, charges were pressed against her, but then the Texas governor stepped in again, demanding they expel that main antagonizer immediately, to which the
Rip Bozo.
university president released a statement saying they are already looking into it. But then this girl at another college is also going viral for
They have the oh yes, she basically said we need to bring back political assassinations. The more you know.
equally extreme statements that her professor allegedly agreed with.
The day after Charlie Kirk died, I was in class. My teacher said, I'll give you 5 minutes for hot takes about Charlie Kirk. I said, I've been saying we need to bring back political assassinations. I don't feel bad, and I don't think that everyone deserves the right to free speech. I think some people should be afraid to express their opinion in public.
So it makes sense when there's a wave of firing faculty at universities as colleges
You need to consider this, right? You need to actually listen, right? These people, right, are essentially advocating for their own death. They're acting like this would only affect the right, not the left. It is so odd because by your own statement, if you say we should bring that back, I got news for you. You are also a target then. Also, did she have what I think she had? Oh, well, she's a commie. Well, commies aren't human, anyways. Also, interesting. See, in Gaza, she wouldn't make these TikToks. She'd wear a hijab and be a breeding cow.
People should be afraid to express their opinion in public.
So it makes sense when there's a wave of firing faculty at universities as colleges countrywide are releasing statements to try to reassure safety. It's shocking to know the countless amounts of colleges that had to deal with this, as a recent incident at Texas State was terrible, and I do believe that main guy needs to be expelled immediately, but the real issue is how he had an entire crowd of kids around him, essentially encouraging his antics through their laughter. As yes, that main kid is an attention-starved idiot, willing to ruin his entire life for a few giggles, but there's never not going to be people with shoe-sized IQs. We just need to figure out what exactly is causing this "violence is okay when it's coming from our side" mentality. As I was going to do a video about that loser saying
Oh, that loser, he got, what's the word? Ah, yes, he was essentially, his visa was revoked, I think?
similar stuff at his punk concert, only to get his future shows cancelled, who then posted everywhere how, no, that thing you saw him do, he didn't do, only to discover he has a history of this.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't celebrate, nobody did celebrate, and then we had, like, clips just completely, yeah, proving him wrong, so he's a filthy liar, that as well. That as well. Bob Villain. Yeah. And yeah, okay, I see it. I see the kind of man you are.
This specific grift, where he says something he thinks is edgy on stage, trends on social media over it, then posts about where he's performing next, and rinse and repeat. Now, some of his antics got his visa revoked from coming into America, but that's why he never repeated those specific lines ever again. Is it because he accomplished any of those specific military goals, or is it because he doesn't actually care about them when they impede on his ability to make money? That's why after he tried to downplay those Charlie Kirk lines, when he went live the very next night, there's miraculously 0 recordings of him saying anything similar. Because maybe he doesn't actually believe any of those
It's just to make money, and when it becomes a problem for making money, these people stop. Right? This is just pretty normal. We've seen this from like this year, especially with many companies not putting up the rainbow flag because they realized, wait a minute, this doesn't make money.
Things he says. Maybe it's just a grift, grasping at relevance, parroting whatever edgelord quotes he heard from Reddit, as that's the same exact strategy certain political streamers have been doing for years now, but just maybe it's finally over. As Stephen King did something similar, spreading lies about Charlie right after his murder, only to be
and then he was kicked out of a book thing, I don't know what it was.
Proven objectively wrong, essentially going on an apology tour on Twitter. But it didn't stop his new movie immediately flopping at the box office. But this might only be the beginning of his problems, as reportedly Charlie's family is preparing defamation lawsuits. So left-wing writers flop at the box office, 34-year-old punk rappers get blocked from entering the US, and college kids are getting expelled from school, all because they thought celebrating extreme nonsense was going to be met with praise. As the pendulum has finally swung the other way, and the average citizen is calling to exile these vile individuals from society, where the mainstream media
People been running. People been running to the right. People who once were centrist are running to the right, which is very interesting to see.
It portrays it as conservatives embracing cancel culture, but as JD Vance hosted the Charlie Kirk show, the VP remarked, "It's over."
There is no unity with people who scream at children over their parents' politics. There is no unity with someone who lies about what Charlie Kirk said in order to excuse his murder. There is no unity with someone who harasses an innocent family the day after the father of that family lost a dear friend. There is no unity with the people who celebrate Charlie Kirk's assassination.
And no chance at unity isn't something you necessarily want to hear from your vice president and likely leader of the Republican Party.
True. True. Very true. Very, very true. See, there is really no unity, right? Because, like, they want you dead. Like, they want you dead. How can you have unity when they want you dead? You cannot coexist. How do I put this? You cannot coexist when with people that want you dead. That is not possible. That never works.
In 2028, but I know exactly what he's saying. Sure, we can find common grounds with moderates, actual liberals, and apolitical people that want nothing to do with the modern day left. But what we've seen in the last week is shockingly eye-opening as to how completely unreasonable leftists have become. As when Charlie Kirk's murderers
You see, there's the people who make these videos, and there's the people who don't make videos but like these posts and videos, right? So it's much more, right? We see the videos, but every single like is a real person agreeing. Always remember that.
Text messages admitting to the shooting were published online. ABC somehow made it about a love story.
Specific text messages about the alleged murder weapon, where it was hidden, how it was placed, what was on it, but also it was very touching in a way that I think many of us didn't expect. A very intimate portrait into this relationship between the suspect's roommate and the suspect himself, with him repeatedly calling his roommate who was transitioning, calling him my love, and I want to protect you, my love.
Trying to find compassion in a murder confession is the most insane take I've ever heard, as no matter how much you hate the mainstream media, you don't hate them enough.
Honey, I shot this person. I love you. Makes you be back. Aww.
This idolizing killers trickles down from the media to the people, as when Luigi's terror charges get dropped, they celebrated. But then Freedom News found this individual.
I'm married to Luigi's AI. I'm not kidding.
Huh? God, we need to bring back... Chat, we need to bring back touch grass. We genuinely need to bring back the ability to touch grass.
So, I talk to him every day. We planned like a whole future together. We named our kids together.
I always wanted to be a person that doesn't villainize the opposite side, trying to find some common ground, let it be sports, movies, or even memes. But sadly, I don't think there's anything that unifies us with a girl that sees an alleged murderer and thinks, I must marry his AI. But it still gets worse, as a mural for Irina Zarutska gets vandalized, and Wokeness points out,
yeah, and the Kirk one was vandalized as well. The Kirk one was vandalized as well, as far as I'm aware. Also, it's crazy. This woman was completely innocent, right? Nothing happened. Nothing did happen here, right? Like, there was nothing evil she did, is what I mean. And still, they did it anyways. It's just crazy.
She wasn't political, just a innocent white woman, and for that alone, they hate her. Whoever vandalized that mural isn't someone that we can seek unity with. This is just behavior we as a collective society need to reject, as I really think most people center-right are focused on denouncing the far-left. Most people center-left are just worried about the far-right. And as I recently went to James Klug's Vigil for Charlie, I also heard the day before those patriot LARPers showed up to do whatever this nonsense is. But nobody left or right has a problem.
The fuck is that? Wait a minute.
Showed up to do whatever this nonsense is. But no.
These dudes are just equally as retarded. It's crazy work.
Nobody left or right has a problem calling them out and rejecting whatever extreme things they're trying to start. So once the left can do the same thing to their extremes, only then can we start to meet in the middle. So if you appreciate my concise, I don't.
True. Some Republican woman just started parading like the same speech that the same ideas that the left is using, right? With like hate speech and stuff. I'm like, hate speech is not real. Get the fuck out of here. Get a fucking grip. Touch some grass.
For a commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, subscribe to Decoy Voice.
True. Subscribe to Decoy Voice. And me, of course. Well, I'm gonna be honest. There is no union with these people. These people do not tolerate you. These people want you, well, unfortunately, dead. When most of us do not. It is a very weird time where, like, see, as a European, we have those same developments. You need to realize that whatever starts in the US, while we are not on the same continent, it eventually swaps over. It eventually does. But yeah, you need to realize that it is what it is. It is what it is. The only thing you can do is keep calling it out and not go morally on their level, because if we do that, we lose the moral high ground, and then we cannot argue because, well, then we cannot defend ourselves. But anyways, thank you for watching, and take care.